All right. Shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
Hey, first and foremost, we would like to give our honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone as well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness in the house of the elect. And we are the Gms Mississippi camp. Out here once again, week in, week out, prophesied the downfall of Babylon, man, which was today we call America. Now we're just a branch off the main camp. Alright, so the spirit can have free course. You see? Alright, but today we had on our spirit, man. You know, as I'm a spirit, you're going to Jacob is different, man. Alright, and the spirit wants to go into a different direction. Hey, force not the course of the river. Alright, you got it.
This is Ecclesiastes 17, verse 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he sent a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion.
Israel is the Lord's portion, man. Okay? Israel is the Lord's portion, man. And starting with the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Latino Americans, man. Right? That's Yahweh by Hashem, Shai's chosen people, man. Yep. And the reason why I like going into this, and the Spirit is probably having us to go into this. All right, I got you, bro. It's because the reason why the Spirit has us go into this, because we've been stuck down for so many years. Can you go to Revelation 11, where it says, "Our Lord was crucified"? You know?
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
We're the salt of the earth. What does salt do? It seasons, it adds flavor. All right, say it again. It preserves. All right, think about basketball before Jake got integrated into basketball. All right, and I was just thinking, man, Jake's so great. Jake made white t-shirts great. 20 years ago, we had that white t-shirt frizzy, and Jake hit the tall white t-shirts. But even today, I see brothers walk up with white t-shirts with hot. I'm like, damn, Jake had a white t-shirt with some jeans on top of that. Jake made white t-shirts great. He made it fashion. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to read this over again, first of all. Ye are the salt of the earth. Ye are the salt of the earth. Because look, once you all look back at these other nations, you can see how they were before they got influenced by Jake. Now every nation has what? Them tapers. Now these nations dress like Jake, sing like Drake, hit them notes like Drake. Back then they was yodeling. Back then they had these other type of notes that they hit that wasn't hitting like the Jake that came from the church. You see Jake, you see that flavor, that salt, Jake and the spread, they ain't got it all from Jake, and they fashion themselves, they'll take from Jake and like they try to do it on like them dance moves. Jake used to dance, be on the corners, on flat cardboards, what's it called? B-boying?
Yeah, bebopping.
Bebopping, spinning and stuff, all that came from Jake. Jake, they set the standard. And think about like Jacob's trouble, like even though it's gonna be Jacob's trouble, but Jake has an effect upon the whole world. So really think about it, the spirit, it's gonna be everybody's trouble when Jacob's trouble actually takes place here. Because look at the negative effect when Jake doesn't be engulfed into this economy. We the biggest consumers, and yet we're still the poorest. So it shows you how you read earlier about how we the salt of the earth. We preserve this so-called, this captivity that we were in.
Preserve the kingdom that we can't have captivity. Preserve it. You said Jake actually, it's part of Jake's culture to consume. We actually rap about how much money we spent. We actually made brands. Hey, like Kanye West said in a particular spoken word piece, he was like, before Kanye, Ralph Lauren was born. You know what I mean? Like we made brands cool.
J. Cole said when he signed his first deal, he said, I got that nigga urge.
Yep.
And he just want to go ahead and just keep buying.
Yep.
Consuming. Jake made sin look good.
Yeah.
Right. Now, how much more? I know there's a scripture that says this, paraphrase, but how much more when we're in our proper order?
Well, let's after we get Revelation 11, we can hold that in Sirach, how a man is honored in his captivity, how much more in his prosperity.
I'm just finishing this off. This is Matthew chapter
They don't want to repent. They don't want to hearken because they're so in tune and tied to the society by flesh, man. And they can't shake that urge they have to do just wicked. Scripture said, "Well, my people are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no life." And that's because they follow the ways of the team. Okay, they in America.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt hath lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is therefore good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men.
All right, and originally, our righteousness was the salt of the earth. We were the standard of behavior. Was the standard of righteousness. Was a reflection of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. When you saw the nation of Israel, you saw Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. You saw righteousness, or you saw wisdom. All right, so that was the original salt of the earth. Like I said, King Solomon's spirit flooded the earth. People came from afar, all right, to see King Solomon. All right, because at that time we were the salt of the earth, man. We was the token or image of wisdom. All right, real quick.
Okay, this is Exodus 19, verse 5 to verse 6. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a particular treasure unto me above all people.
Is it particular or peculiar?
Peculiar. Peculiar treasure unto above all people, for all earth is mine.
Because salt is the treasure. Alright? Can we get a different from where you started?
Okay, this is Exodus 19 and 5. It says, now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
Yeah, so that would have made us the flavor of the earth, the go-to of the earth, the Timbuktu of the earth, where everybody would travel to be enlightened by Yasha'alites, all right, the Israelites, all right? All right, the Israelites, as we were, obedience would have given us that wisdom. See, the key to power is obedience. The key to, you can read how many motherfucking books you want to. You're not going to obtain real wisdom or real power unless you're obedient. Because just like your son, you have all these treasures set up for your son, and if he's obedient to you, if he doesn't obey you, then you're not going to want to shower him with the inheritance, man.
Okay, it said, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Yeah, we should be kingdom of priests, man. And I was just meditating on why the Most High would call a nation a world. Because, like, if you go to a different country and you go amongst their people, it's as though you teleported into a different reality. They are a different reality within themselves, like a parallel universe. Whole different culture. That's all right, so with our laws in our nation, entering into our headquarters will be like teleporting into a different reality. Everybody's fully covered. All the men have beards. We don't see the women because they're behind closed doors, they're modest. So that's a whole different reality than the Western world. So that's why a nation is called a world or cosmos, man. Because the culture, the customs, the laws, the conduct, the order. It's a reality outside of your reality. And that's what Esau, he has something called ethnocentricity. He judges other people's cultures by the standard of his culture. So if you have some type of structure and order, that's looked down upon based off the standards of his culture. So women who are in order, well, based off his lenses, he looks at that as like a form of oppression. You see? All right?
What does a watchman do?
Go ahead.
Watchman observe.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 31. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? He that is this
We're honored in a roundabout way. Our image is honored in poverty. The Jamie Foxx, the Bill Smith, the LeBron James, those are archetypes that when you travel, is placed upon you. Not a curse, it's not placed upon you as well. We can't forget that. But also, people associate talent with Israel. They associate being able to sing with Israel, being able to rap, being able to act, being able to play sports. People already expect you have those gifts because you're Israel. Right? So we're from a perspective of at least entertainment, we're honored. That's why I said I am their song. Because Esau crowds himself in the arenas to watch what Jake plays for him. They made that movie about Venus and Serena, King Richard. It was really about their father. When that movie have done so well, it was about two white chicks. You know, you throw Queen Latifah in the movie, it's gonna get more tickets. You throw Denzel in the movie, it's gonna get more tickets.
Now, so like I said, those under the image, like these other nations under the images of Jake, like the urban outfits, the braids, the cornrows, the fades, the Jordans, like that's honorable into these other countries, man, amongst these other nations. That's something to think about right now.
Yeah, because I saw videos of like Hammond was like getting their hair modified to where it was woolly. Get their hair modified to where it was woolly. Like you said, getting the style off Jake. It's on you. You look at any culture when they reveal Jake, right? Like the Moorish Empire, that's the most prevalent, the most popular one. Jake was stripped out. No matter whether it's garments, Middle Eastern business attire, Jake is an ostentatious creature. Like a pimp. Like a pimp that's a peacock.
You want to call people peculiar people?
Like you said, peculiar people. Like Jake is a peacock, man. You study, when you look at nature, you see Jake. Because the peacock without the feathers, that wasn't male peacocks. The white peacocks with no design, that's the female. So, same thing with this particular bird species called birds of paradise. Now, that bird that can expand his feathers and do these peculiar dances, that's the male in mating season. Right. The females are the plain Janes, and they want the ostentatious man. But that's the nature of a Jake. Jake is stately. Jake is regal. You look at Jake cars. Jake was putting 24s on everything. Dunks, low riders, sound system. All right, all types of things, man. Jake in the 70s, that might have been a penny meal Jake in America. Had the big afro with the beard. Jake had the down bottoms, but they was masculine at the same time. How can you be flamboyant and masculine at the same time unless you're an Israelite? And all these things I'm speaking as a man. I wasn't there in the 70s. I was. Jake was flamboyant but manly. Right. So you can confirm that, right? You know?
If you think about it, if you compare Jake to nature, you look at a lion. A lion is flamboyant. When it roars, everything in the jungle listen and stops and react to the lion. So and what is Jake? Jake is the image of the lion. I mean, Most High said the lion to this lion's whelp. A lion's whelp. So who did the Messiah come out? He came out of Judah. And when Jake is in his right order, according to Yahweh or Yahushua, he walks, he acts, he stands manly, and everybody knows. He don't have to open his mouth, and everybody knows. Right? Because Most High made the 12 tribes like 12 lions. Right?
Yeah, I got you. This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 8 in the NLT. So when the Most High assigned lands to the nations, when he divided up the human race, he established the boundaries of the peoples according to the number in his heavenly court. For the people of Israel belong to the Lord Yahweh. Jacob is his special possession.
Yeah, because the nation of Israel is his firstborn. So the firstborn get that fatling possession. All right, so we got the fatling possession. All right, Israel. All right. Because, hey, the firstborn son will be the firstborn of all the nations.
Because
All right, you
it's
get
the Lord's hand stretched
that
forth,
superior
you know what I'm saying?
inheritance,
The
man. Which
window
was
of repentance is still open, man. You know what? Hey,
Hey man, the
it's
beginning
on
must
you
have
if
been
you
a
don't want to.
spectacular time because how did the Most High like divide nations?
Yeah.
Like the human race, how did he say, okay, who goes here, that must have been, I can only see chariots involved, it's far out, man.
Yeah, you live. Meaning what? You're not gonna die horrible death. The Lord may have mercy upon you. And who knows? You can be part of the elect.
This back in Ecclesiastes chapter 31, on top. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?
He that is honored in poverty, Beyonce, because them niggas is poor. Somebody else is paying you with their currency. That's a joke. I'm gonna make currency and pay you with. That's a joke. So that little Billy they got, that's not the Beyonce, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles. They're honored in poverty. A nigga is honored like the nigga of an image. I'm sorry, the image of a nigga, a street nigga. That's another nigga. That's honored in poverty. They drill rapping in Saudi Arabia. They drill rapping in Europe, in Italy. Where did they get that from? The Israelite. This nigga, like you said, this nigga made sin cool. He made adultery cool. He made pork cool. Burger King used to have commercials of a sausage sandwich rotating and the Israelite old school song in the background playing. You remember that? Burger King commercials on a Saturday. It might be McDonald's commercial, but it'd be an old school song from the 70s playing. I know you know me, bro. That's how they sell their product, getting niggas singing in the background. The song ain't got nothing to do with the sausage sandwich.
You see like when the Nissan Altimas and stuff like that, those different cars and commercials, you also see like a so-called black person driving. It's just more marketable.
It's more marketable. Jake made sagging his pants cool. Eve made a thought being cool. Like Esau, Edom's wife, so-called white woman, she introduced thoughtness to the world, like the image of Marilyn Monroe. What's the name? Anna Nicole, the water runner. Those were like core slut images. But then Eve took that slut image because that was inspired off Marilyn Monroe. Alright? They took that image and ran with it. Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, Glorilla, Cardi B. They made a whore being cool. They made it a not cool. People see that.
A lot of those female celebrities, they do a lot of those rituals under things like that. Different female artists came out and sang it. It's crazy. It's like paying, homage to the greats.
So really, going back to those fertility goddesses, man. Why would they fertility goddesses? Because those real life, they had different paramours, different sexual partners. Go ahead, brother.
He that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?
Yeah, because Esau, Edom, you're dishonorable in riches. You got all type of missiles being aimed at your ass, man. And nobody wants to be an Edomite no more. Nobody is changing their hair, especially the Israelite man, is changing his hair to look like an Edomite man. You remember The Process? Back in the 60s? You remember that movie Malcolm X? They showed things like Little Red at the time, getting that process and his scalp was burning, man. But when he got done, I believe Spike Lee said something along the lines of like, you're like a white man. And there ain't nobody want to look like a so-called white man anymore, man. Alright? You're dishonored in your own kingdom. Your own people are going against your government, man. You see? Nobody wants to be an Edomite. Nobody's making an effort to dress like an Edomite anymore. Keisha's starting to wake up and grow her hair natural. A lot of them are, not all of them. Like you said, some of them grow their hair blonde. But on the flip side, you get that afro again, man.
The standard beauty is tall, dark, and handsome.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
With an afro, and why did you have to use propaganda to make you the standard of beauty? Alright, because handsome simply means well proportioned. So tall, dark, and handsome, that's a fucking Israelite man. It ain't you. With them big legs you got and that wide, that ain't you, man.
to look like you, that's a curse from the Heavenly Father. By stripping away your pigmentation, that's a curse. But you somehow use your witchcraft and check the whole world. This is the standard of beauty: blonde hair, blue eyes.
But if an Israelite was born with that, what they call albino, you stripped of, albino, you be stripped of the melanin in your hair, and your hair just so happens to be blonde. You're stripped of melanin in your iris. Alright? Because really those are like sunglasses. Your eyes have melanin, because those are like sunglasses. That's why you take somebody with albinism, and no disrespect to a brother if he has that, if he steps outside, it's gonna hurt us. But I believe he's a clean leper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's a clean leper. I just don't want to say albinism and the brother has it and I'm gonna offend him, but just in general, just to make for edification. See, what this Bible does, it corrects things. By how you recalibrate something, you reset it corrects reality. Reality is we're the household. We're the kings and the regal and the nobles, and we're white. We're the white people. We're white. What does white mean? Pure. You know, don't you know our culture is supposed to revolve around pure? If you read most of the laws in Leviticus, it's most of the laws that produce purity. Whether like, okay, this dish must be washed. Okay, if your woman has an issue of blood, she's unclean. All right, if you ejaculate or you're unclean. If you have a bowel movement, you have to dig it, and you dig it up with the paddle.
You can't have sex before you make an offering.
You can't have sex.
You go to the temple.
Don't you know our culture was pure culture? You busted nut on the sheets, you bed is defiled. I mean, hey man, but that's why the spirit and the vibrations is all fucked up. And you go to school with women on their period and shit, yeah, it's all fucked up. You grew up in the same house with your sisters and shit, so your vibration all fucked up. All right, but just how we have sin culture back in the old country, we had pure culture. It was about how pure you were, the linear you were, because there had to be a distinction between us and them nasty ass Hamites. That was one of the reasons.
That's why they had his own quarters. The wife had her quarters, so when she was on her monthly, she was in her quarters.
And you know how I know that makes sense? Because if you just surround your woman too much, it takes away from her. But when you got a couple days of isolation, you recharge back. Because masculine energy, I'm learning, it's like a battery has to recharge.
I was gonna say, like this end verse, I'm gonna read it over again. He that is dishonorable and riches, how much more the property? Esau Edom, he's already a cornball. He's already cornballing his riches. Nobody wants to be like him. Nobody goes after him, in his ways, because they gravitate to Jake. They gravitate towards Jake, just like Job said, he wasn't even a man to how it goes to even serve him, to be at the stable.
Stay with his dogs.
Stay by his dogs. Now that's gonna be him. That's gonna be him in the kingdom.
And the proof of what you said is the lamb back, bro. The Planet of the Apes movies, they always portray Esau in his right spirit. He's a man of the field, a wild man, caveman, bro. That was you back during the Dark Ages, man.
Especially the last one. Not this one just came out recently, but the one before that, it was, I think it was Woody Harrelson, his character. Yeah. He was brand. We come in so-called disease, he was brand.
War was the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, Woody Harrelson,
He was brand.
That chemical hit him, that plague hit him, he lost his intelligence. Don't you know that's what happened in the see, this is where you understand. This nigga gotta have intelligence to come back and have a war against us. We not gonna let this nigga get educated, man. This nigga is gonna be a field nigga. He couldn't read in slavery. Oh, let this nigga read in slavery. Hands and feet don't read in this work. So how can you be that intelligent to come against a superpower, because we're gonna be a superpower in the kingdom, and nigga, you can't read? I believe a brother had a vision, or his wife had a vision, that I think it was Elder Manatazak in New York. This is years ago. He was in the kingdom, and he was in his own estate, and Israelites was taunting the Edomites. But the Edomites that were taunting, like teasing him, he was brutal, like a fucking beast, like a caveman. We don't need like this. We don't need slaves to read. And I'm saying that because you gotta be intelligent to have a war against somebody. You're not gonna be on that level of intelligence to have a war against you. Alright?
I would say, you can tell that we're separate people because even when they had us in hard captivity, we still had to clean this man, teach him how to bathe, teach him how to, go about himself. Like we was doing all that for him. He was in his power, his riches.
When they came back to America, especially Gad, they talking about the civilized. They was doing that to Esau also with so-called dark ages. They was teaching Esau how to civilize himself.
Yeah, because go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I saw a documentary about these Europeans going over to Japan. The Japanese people didn't want to be around them because they didn't like to take baths.
I was gonna say they always been like that through history. Job talks about how base they was. This is Job 30 verse 8. It says they were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men.
Sons of base men. Meaning your ancestors was base men. Your forefathers. So going back, we trace Philip of Macedonia. He traced his line back to Agag. He traced his line back to Agag. But when I went on Wikipedia, I forgot the name of the kingdom they had on Wikipedia. Basically, Agag, the Amalekite, man. All right, and long story short, they were indigenous people. But go ahead and finish what you
Oh, yeah. This is Job 38. It said they were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were violent in the earth.
They were violent in the earth. You know what? Let's get into edification. I want to learn too. So let's get the word base from that scripture, from the blue letter Bible, and violent. Because we got to understand the nature of the enemy. They understand our nature. They made a documentary that people called How to Sell to a Negro. They studied us. So now it's time for us to study our specimen, study our subjects.
We had that great military strategist, Sun Tzu. He came up with the art of war. One of the greatest tactics within the art of war, you gotta know your enemy, that you know yourself.
Yes.
We saw he did a very well job with it with our people. And if it's, like you said, also a war of intelligence for you to come out knowing this is our book, the Holy Bible, but you came up with your own version called the Slave Bible. That's a war of intelligence, man.
Yes. And then also to him, Jake preaches, traveling to different plantations, preaching out this slave Bible. But you know what I realized? You're the nigger. You're the nigger. And the sorcery that you put on us, you had us thinking we was the fugitives. Every day on the news, we're the criminal. Alright, it's not that Jake don't do shit. Jake just do low level shit. You're the nigger of the earth. That's what I realized about the video.
Every video you see on YouTube coming board, like a Jake committed a crime, you see it coming as a usual suspect. But if you want to do it on a worldwide level, you the usual suspect.
Yeah. What we do in this country in our own neighborhoods, you do to the planet Earth. You just like a hood nigga where you raised by your mama, so she makes sure the house clean, and you wash your hands before you eat, and you terrorize the neighborhood. Right. So you keep America clean, but you terrorize the planet Earth, man. You a hood nigga. You a street, you the nigga. Christopher Columbus, he came to America do what? Hit a lick. Christopher Columbus came to America and hit a lick, man. All right. So and he sent, and then the king of Spain, they sent those Catholic priests with the finesse games. So you came up with all that finesse and scam and shit, man. Religion was a scam, man. Fuck your religion. All right.
Christopher Columbus, he came off the back of Ezra because in the movie he said, Ezra spoke of this land, of the 10 tribes going to this land, so he knew, so he got his fame off the backs of Israel.
And look, because you know why? This is why I like exploring other worlds and traveling down. There was a world before your ass, man. And down, jotting it down. There was a world before Esau. People that started traveling, discovering lands who came in the power of the Greeks. That was already going on. You knew that's why Alexander had his own fucking library. So he was conquering everything. He was gathering everybody's libraries. He was gathering everybody's history. He knew about medicine. He knew about all those things that you got off the back of the other kingdoms. King Solomon already had been traveling to America 3,000 years ago. 1200 BC, was it? 1000 BC? Different animals from America. So we already knew. And Ham did exactly what any nation do. You remember when you was in school, and you're right, you say Trevante was here 2002, 2000. Yeah, them niggas put them statues there, them homos. Yeah, that was them saying, look, yeah, we was here 1000 AD, graffiti. You know, all nations did that apparently. You know? All right?
I was gonna say, you can tell that this is punishment on the tribes, because looking at examining this man, he couldn't have taken us down unless our rock had sold us. Because this man is a base man. This is a curse. This is a curse. This man blessing was the sword. You know? His blessing was the sword. He couldn't, as the scripture says, Jake, roughly paraphrasing, Jake couldn't be in this situation unless they rock had sold us. And our rock is Yahweh shot.
As this nigga, like you said, he's a base man. He don't have the intelligence to take any nation down. All right? Them boys came out the caves, and I'm gonna tell you something about your history. You got those definitions? Because what I'm about to say ties right into it, so I'm gonna ask you that you get the definitions first. Anybody just know?
So we being men.
You're the nigga. You're the nigga, man. You're the jigaboo. You're the cone. That's how they shooting us off. We shot you off. Get out of here. Get out of here. You know?
The root word of base is pronounced shame, but the definitions don't really go into name, reputation, fame, glory. So you go to the root word.
You using the base?
Yeah, this is base.
It's basically it's how it's shot. It's on this.
You got like a verb.
You know, and the image of how it's shot is basically First Corinthians. Romans 12, 5. So we been many. I want Malcolm and my job.
To strike, scourge, smite.
And everyone member one of another. Verse 6. Have their gift.
Oh, I see what's going on. Is it just me, or is he limiting the definitions? Is it just me? So we might have to step outside of Blue in the Bible because this nigga tripping. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this from Edamon Online for base. It's showing that as an adjective because it got different, like nouns and adjective verbs. So right here says the meaning low on a social scale.
I'm sorry.
Low in a moral scale.
There was a social order. See, in an old country before this demon came into power, you gauge men off their virtues. Am I right or wrong? When the dark nations ruled, Israelites ruled, a man was gauged based off his virtues. All right, hence the Stoics and all those Israelites. You was gauged. If you was a man that had no self-control, you're base. You're vile. If you're a man that had no moral code, no rules or principles about yourself, you just went off your basic instincts, you're not pedestalized. You're base. His base. You're a slave to your basic impulses. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say that was they say in this world. First impressions are important, and they gauge in that. If you coming in acting like a nigga, they gonna what? Think you a drug dealer, a thief, a murderer. If you coming in, you just looking at women just constantly, you all around the corners under the table, they're gonna think you're a pervert, a molester, you know, a great man, you know.
We got it from up though. You know, Jake got it from up. Uncle E. You know.
So it says the meaning low on a social scale, low in a moral scale. So it says low on a social scale, low in a moral scale. The meaning
Low on a moral scale. That's why his whole movement was liberation. Liberated from all those principles and laws and rules of God. So you push the whole mindset throughout the planet Earth under your Western ticks, all right? To just go off your instincts. So that's what once you look up the creeds, the details of Satanism, it's basically go off your own impulses. Don't feel bad for. That's why women's liberation was female Satanism. Feminism is Satanism. Women's sexual revolution, because it's an offspring of do as thou wilt. Go up your own drives and your own impulses. Or we're not back in the 1920s. Or if you want to have sex with different guys, you can have sex with different guys. You want to have a whole phase, have a whole phase. That's Satanism. All right?
It's childish too, because look, what women say, it's the most childish thing. So men do it too. That's the most childish thing you can say. Don't. Then you been, you know, a follower. John did it too, so why not me?
Yeah.
Nah. There's different operations. The Most High created men with this operation. He created women with this operation. You know, you trying to follow the man in his operation, you causing yourself to be confused, to be stressed, just dysfunction. That's what happened when you operating outside your operation. You become dysfunctional. You become, you know, you start to become spastic.
And a woman is out of order, man. Their whole house be stressed out. A woman is out of order, the whole house crumbles. This is frustration, you know. If her mind is modeling that modern woman shit, and then like there's no direction with it.
Now, so the very fact you got the weaker vessel saying I can do all bad by myself. What does it say within 1 Samuel about the rebellion? It says sin is witchcraft. So that's rebellious to be like that because you're really going against the divine order and how washing no shot. Just play your role. That's all you gotta do.
Be feminine.
That's all you gotta do.
All we doing is taking a lion to be a lion, a zebra to be a zebra, and a woman to be a woman. For a woman to be a woman is like an evil, especially if it's an Israelite telling a woman she should be a woman. The so-called black man reinforcing to this woman the role of a woman, they instinctively rebel.
First thing they said, well, that was the women of the old. And then we go and try to explain to one of the women of the old supposed to set example. We train you to become. Well, you know, we doing, matter of fact, in a conversation with my doctor today, I mentioned that. And she's like, I said, I bet you won't say that to your mom and your grandma. She said, well, my mom. But I won't say that to my grandma because my grandma believe on those principles. I said, well, that's the way you should follow. But we got to work too. I'm like, most women in the old days, they already knew what they were going to cook when they get home. You know, if it wasn't in a slow cooker cooking already, you know, it was halfway prepared by the time they got home. So when you got home and the man of the house got home, dinner was pretty much prepared. And she was sitting down, you know, watching her favorite shows, doing whatever. You know, so women have lost their characteristics of what their actual roles are. You know, they want to be the man, they want to be the woman, they want to be the child, but you can't be all of them. You know, like the brother saying, you got to do your role, play your role, and stand in your position. Now, when trouble comes, you expect that man to run out of that person. You know, and he like, well, no, you go ahead, you the man, you go ahead and handle it.
And you women, you bitches, you went into the military, y'all scared shit. You seen some of those videos? Yeah, he recorded her probably on TikTok. She's like, look, y'all, just got the military uniform. Like, you know, I know y'all over here laughing. This is serious. We might go to Russia and we might have to fight. Look, ain't nobody tell you to go to the military. Right. You know.
And I was going to learn back what you said. This place just has a scroll worth of reason why it will be set on fire. Because what you do with a witch. It's what? Yeah, rebellion is the sin of it's witchcraft, and the witches get burned. This place gonna get burned. Adultery, all that stuff.
So all the stuff you named through the spirit, that represents whoredom. Like from spiritual adultery to feminism, the LGBT movement, and the list goes on. All these wayward religions, all they represent whoredom, spiritual whoredom. What do you do with a whore according to the scriptures? The priest, the high priest, they'll take them to the priests of the city, the high priest and the elders of the city, and they will burn that whore. So who is that ultimate high priest? Yahweh Shai. So that's what he's going to do with this whore of America. He's going to burn her. He's going to burn her.
Right.
And you know, just to lamb back a little bit and kind of off subject, but you can tell the Most High is getting ready to destroy this place because you know, look at the earth and how they dig it up on seas. You know, that's very. So what happened? There was sandstone cover to bury it. And of course, the earth holds. I think it's in Revelation. The earth preserves a lot of the history. You know, a lot of the knowledge. You know that proves that you know the Most High things exist. So remember all that dust we were getting that was coming from Africa, that was traveling all the way across from Africa over here. Well, it's actually covering up this. And I read an article that the United States has sunk or is sinking 3/10 of a foot or 3 inches of 3 inches, you know, per. So what does that mean? It's going to reach you know, and that goes into what the prophecies say: a third of the salt water will meet the fresh water.
You got underground volcanoes. There's a volcano under the Jackson, Mississippi Museum. So what do you think those missiles gonna do to that volcano? I'm no scientist, but you know, you got oil fields there.
That's where your house shot sneaking. That's where he's sneaking around.
Yeah, this place is slowly being covered, you know, with dust.
It's Luke 12:49. Come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already killed? So if killer goes into it's already gonna be all types of wars going on, stuff like that. Then you got these different agents, hazardous agents that can cause fire, even more like you know, like also gas stations, things like that.
I think the United States is the second, if not the first largest oil reserve in the world, besides Saudi. You know, I'm just gonna say, I think Saudi, I think they may be the number one, which is called
No, it's Europe.
Okay.
So it says, I am coming to send fire on the earth. What will I if it be already killed? So it's showing you all these agitators. It's going to just pretty much just a good word to say, yeah, it's going to fan. You know what I'm saying? It's going to send fires upon the earth. You know, in the book of Jeremiah. So when your house shot comes, it's already going to be fire on the earth.
And we just hold Revelation 18 about how that great whore gonna burn. Because like you said, you burn a whore, you burn a witch. Because it says in Revelation that she's the mistress of witchcraft. So you burn a witch. Another method we have for judgment was stones. And one of the brothers break it down, like those millstones, those missiles, those are stones. So America's being stoned. So it's like two things. It's like flaming stone. You get burnt alive and you get stoned at the same damn time. Judgment!
You deserve it, man.
You deserve it, man. This place is filthy, man. This place is fucking filthy.
Like we really in the state of life. I can't watch nothing without them throwing that alphabet junk in there, and I'm literally grown inside. I'm like, man, I just cut the junk off. Like, I'm done.
No, it's any type of any type of so-called black show you see like on Netflix or anything like that, they gotta add that, you know, the alphabet is the movie.
And women lead over compassionate man. Each time, if there be a straight shaking up, he's the villain. He's a bruiser. He's the great man.
I was watching TV last night. It made me mad. You know, although, you know, Louisiana was putting back the 10 Commandments in all the schools. But they had a goddamn evil on TV talking about how it's not going, you know, other religions and how it's going to affect, you know, other people and stuff like that. Now, you know, man, if I could have punched out and punched the white people there too, you know.
Hey, spirit, hey, I know, you know, we talk about women, man, but like Eve, the spirit's heavy upon brother, so the apostles, man, like, they show you judgment. It's like a heavy judgment upon women abomination. It's like really heavy, very serious. And you keep seeing brothers, like, the spirits on them to keep doing videos upon Eve, man. Like, stay away from so-called black women, things of that sort. It's just judgment is impending upon Eve, very serious. You can feel it, man. So you that dynamic duo, you and Esau, y'all that won back in the garden. It's all being played right now. You know, out here online.
Hey, yeah, Eve is the most prideful right now. And pride will be for what?
And she's standing on it too, bro. Yeah, you know, she's standing on it.
Now you ain't lying, she's standing on business like her ideologies and philosophies and shit.
Oh, you see that mayor from Illinois?
The little gay one?
No, not her. That's one from Chicago.
Oh, you said, oh.
Yeah, it's like more like a city
Oh,
side.
that little modern woman bitch. Hey, cause she was traveling, she took the city's money with the Vegas and shit. Yeah, that little deep shit.
She's so
bitch.
powerful, man.
Yeah.
They hate her in that town too. You know?
I was man, brother your house. He said, dang, I just had it, brother. What you said? It brought the script, roughly paraphrasing. If we could heal her, I was looking for, you know. Yeah. That's what they trying to do, but nah, it's done. It's done.
And so Jeremiah 51 verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, say balm for her pain, but so be she may be healed.
They doing these things trying to revive her. That's like you know how some people be on life support. That's like you digging up a dead body and trying to put it back on life support. It's over with.
America's currently circling the drain. So what they trying to do, like you said, they trying to revive America by let's give her some type of monetary aid or like the 10 Commandments, you know, things of that sort. You can't heal it. You can't add no type of bumming pain or no type of healing medicines to a therapy. It's already destined by your how about your shots going to fall. It's nothing me, you, the brothers right here on Esau. You can't do anything about it, man.
And that's that fear. See, they know it's a higher power. So look what they trying to do to recovery place. Go back to the Most High. Put the 10 Commandments in there. Nah. You believe, so you're admitting through your actions that there is a higher power. All this time you've been denying him, you dead.
And the scripture goes into how Esau is rising in Daniel. So Esau knows this is my last rule. So this is the last rule of the heathen. This very empire right here where we're standing in. This is the last rule of the heathen. No more Esau, nothing like that in the power city rulership.
And the land back on the brothers. That's exactly what the governor said in Louisiana. He said we got to go back to the principles of where where the first original law was given. You know,
we too far past that now.
Because rural Louisiana might be a little conservative, but that New Orleans,
Yeah, a couple more hours.
yeah,
It's going to New Orleans. No knowledge.
lawless. Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right.
They return to the scripture for what? Stability. You see, the law, statutes, commandments, what? They gave stability to the earth. They gave stability to the earth. And now we're seeing that with this dysfunction and how it's out of order for not following the instructions the Creator gave to us. You can see it, it's in your face now.
Because we've been living under a dual-style era for a long time.
And the Lord, He just long suffering and allowing it to play out.
and two could be tough to the Israelites because Louisiana put it back, they passed it. In other states adopted it. And then all chaos, all hell begins to break out. Who are going to come looking for? Well, let's go to those guys that originally been saying this and pushing this. So all of it leads back to ground zero, which is Jake. What is he talking about?
You know, this, Louisiana part of the Bible Belt States.
Right.
So, you do have a lot of those people that we think might be, Edomites or whatever, they really go back to Jacob. When that MOTB passed out, you have a lot of those so-called Bible Belt State people, like, that we think are Edomites, they don't fight for that. They're fighting against it, They're not with that program you saw what he's trying to do, like one of the microchip everybody. So, that could just be, like, they really trying for that, like Sicily. I'm trying to say,
They could be Gadites.
They got a lot of them, like they look like, Edomites or whatever. They don't play this shit, especially those rural areas.
Because you gotta be an Israelite to be connected to the word. Like, you gotta be an Israelite to be connected. Who you think of those Amish? Some of those Amish might be Israelites. Yeah. Some of those Amish too. I mean, I don't know. But he tapped in with the word like that. But Esau has a natural rebellious spirit. He has a natural rebellious spirit.
So back in Jeremiah 51:8, Babylon suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, your salvation may be healed.
Take balm for her pain, like he was talking about bringing the 10 Commandments back. That's like giving a fucking constipation Tylenol, man. Like, it's over with. It's over
Like
with.
somebody in hospice, now you want to try to give them some antibiotics.
Yeah, let's do CPR right
Yeah.
here. Yeah, come on, man.
It's life support.
Cancer.
Yeah.
It's too late for
Let's
this.
make some ginger tea.
Verse 9, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone to his own country.
Because what's what they doing now? Alright? Yep, and they're making their own currency. They're cutting America out of it. She had the African dinar, which is why they off the dollar. The Africa's gonna have their own. Africa's gonna have their own currency. It's gonna be back, it was gonna be gold. That's everybody going back to their own country. You have a lot of so-called immigrants literally going back to their own country because everybody used to come here to get a so-called education and to come up in society. It's over with now, man. You got homeless culture, basically. Like in Cali, DC. It's like homeless culture. You got drug culture. Like, Edomites are getting on drugs. You know, opioids, man.
Oh, they are heavy. And they on worse than Jake. It's like the crack era during my time. They own it now.
That's right. That's right.
It says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Because you said earlier that Yahweh Bashmal Shah has learned something. Well, now the judgment has been compiled and it reached the heavens. So now it's time for Yahweh Bashmal Shah to react. It reached his peak. It's like the fans, they're going to build a case, man. They're not going to get you on some petty ass crack. Nah, they're going to get you on kilos. Yeah, Yahweh Bashmal Shah. Hey, you plead to the enemy. You plead to the enemy with your welfare, with your abortion, with your rebellious mindset towards the Israelite man. So when the enemy falls, you're going to fall. You're going to fall. It says you're going to be stumped like the mire in the streets because you were never with us, man. Right?
It's Wisdom of Solomon 1 verse 9. For inquisition should be made into the counsels of the ungodly. So the inquisition goes to like an investigation. So you see like the Lord doing like a spiritual legal case in
You affiliated with them.
I was gonna say it earlier, but I didn't want to get out the spirit. But yeah, that's happening because if y'all notice how all the FDA is coming out with all of these drugs and stuff, talking about the harmful chemicals that's in it, not like metformin, they even talked about the jab, Pfizer, you didn't say that, all the different drugs out there that they passed, now they're coming back, we can't say that these drugs called cancer and all different kind of illnesses. So, they're exposed themselves. That goes into that inquisition that, both sides, inquisition is this place, Babylon.
Yeah, because, hey, man, we don't deal with chemicals, man. Sometimes you can't, get around it.
Right.
You're in a dire situation. But the planet Earth wasn't designed for you to extract the most size elements and refine it. You know, the Most High has everything in His wholeness. So we have holistic health. You don't need that bullshit. You need the earth. You need to extract what comes from earth, man. So, hey, Esau, part of you getting death and everything is these damn chemicals, man. Your body wasn't designed to absorb chemicals.
Right? Like now you gotta be careful now buying the water. You know, they got it chemically juiced.
Yeah, chemically juiced, huh?
Yeah, you know, if it's super red, you take a paper towel, and if that paper towel come out red, it's chemical. It's got a lot of chemicals.
If they dyed it red. Wow, I didn't know that. And I know they got like genetically modified grapes to where it tastes like cotton candy. This nigga spraying pesticides over the vegetables. So you're really not safe, man. Of course, you get the best of the worst. You try to eat unprocessed food, but you get you get the best of the worst and pray, man.
This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
This is angels. And they're in the spirit world watching. They're in angelic form watching, but they're also in human bodies watching. Because what does a king have? A king has spies. Or kings have spies planted in your kingdom. So in your kingdom, another king has spies in your kingdom. So Yahweh Bahashim outside, he actually has angels unawares giving intel to the Heavenly Father, man.
Daily basis too.
On a daily basis, man.
Okay. So Wisdom of Solomon 1 verse 9. For inquisition should be made into the counsels of the ungodly. So the ungodly, first and foremost, starting with Esau, Edom. Trickling down to these other nations and 2/3 of our people. And the sound of his words should come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. Even when you read the book of Psalm 8:25, man, has caused the earth to be out of course. And that's why by transgressing the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. When you pretty much it's simple, man. When you just in your role, playing your role that the Heavenly Father designed you to do, everything will go right. Everything will be well. Everything will be more proper.
It's just like any other organism that Yahweh created. You do what you were created to do. Everything will flow in the ecosystem of life. Yeah, man. No, I'm sorry. What does eco mean? House. House. Get the word economy. Eco means house. No, me means management or law. So house management. So how can you have house management in your ecosystem if your woman is out of order? Your children are raised by indoctrination in the school and in the tablets management. So a man is gonna be stressed the fuck out, man. All right.
Get that house in order. Not only talking about your physical house, but he's talking about your spiritual house. It's a two-form statement.
You gotta subject your house to the word, to the law. Because if not, you're gonna go off your own criminal devices, which is what we do in the West. Not us, but Americans. You gotta subject yourself to the laws and everything. Yeah, if you don't have the principles, the laws, statutes, and commandments in your mind, the only thing is left is your own devices. And that's what Esau wants you to turn him into a him. He wants you to turn you into a him. Because he's convicted about who he was as Cain. He's convicted about him selling his birthright for a bushel of meat as Esau. So what does he want you to do? To get that A off his conscience, he wants you to become him. He can turn around gaslight and say, look, he's the wicked one. Yeah,
that's accusing of murder. What is old saying? Misery loves company. Esau know he effed up.
Just how Cain envied Abel's righteousness. Esau envied Jacob, man, and that moral integrity, it made him feel like shit. I remember when I was in the world, and I asked Jacob, I was like, let's say I smoke, right? I say, man, you smoke? You say, no. I really feel like shit. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of above me. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's true. But just like on another level, like Jake, when so-called pandemic is going on, they'll ask them about you took the so-and-so. They're like, no, they did, but they tell their spirit they feel bad about doing it. It's like they want to coerce you to do it because they feel bad that they did.
And it also too delays our shot coming. Because the more we go off, the long, although there's a time and day that Yahweh is set, but in the mindset of Esau, he thinking he's prolonged.
So he didn't factor in the elect.
Right.
You know, that's that woman going by about their husband. Once he out about you.
This is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 24. Can any hide himself in a secret place that I shall not see him? Said the Lord. Do I not fill heaven and earth? Said the Lord. See, ain't nowhere you can go to hide yourself. You know, ain't all them dark deeds, all them things you done over the passage of time is being exposed. Eve is being exposed. The tag team duo is being exposed. Jake is being exposed. You know, you can't go nowhere to hide yourself. You know,
Luke 8:17, the NLT. For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that's concealed will be brought to light and be made known to all.
Prime example of that is on the Grove.
Yeah.
You know, they went there to do their secret. You know, Alex Jones exposed. You know,
Then you got secret societies that we all know the name of with that one eye. They got exposed. We were not supposed to know about them.
That's what kept Esau so powerful, because it was his secrecy.
We didn't know about them. We didn't know about them. We didn't know that this was the Matrix. Not all Jake's know like, yeah, this is the Matrix. Right. Hey, Jake's telling you, you're an Israelite, right? You know? Because in the Matrix, we had another identity. Hispanics, Native Americans. That's another hidden gem. The so-called Native Americans are Israelites. Gang. Out here east of Pearl. Oh, out here east of Jackson, Choctaw, Philadelphia, Mississippi. It's gas land. Those girls are Gadites. Most of them. You know, that's the secret. Like, those are the Israelites written in the Bible that your big butt grandma waved in the air every Sunday, man. Yeah.
this is Psalms 139, starting at verse 7. Whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, thou art there.
Yeah, so there's nowhere you can hide, and his eyes are everywhere. Because he has chariots on the water. All right, he has chariots in the skies. And what was it? Was it Elisha? When he prayed, he's like, let him see what we see. And it was 10,000 chariots, man. So yeah, the way it come about the shot. So now it's nowhere you can hide from Esau. He got his little surveillance cameras and shit too, man.
I mean, you're right on our part. I mean, whatever we do, you know, it's like you said, it's a surveillance camera. You can see us from the sky, you know. So,
but he's imitating Yahweh. Right. He's imitating Yahweh's angels, man. So what do you think the angels are for? Angels are here to cast judgment. The angels are here for surveillance. All right, because this is his kingdom. This is Yahweh's kingdom. You're going to have spies planted in your kingdom. This planet Earth is his Earth. So hey, you got birds to give messages. How much more angels? Everybody is not a body. Everybody that you see are not humans, man. All right? This is Yahweh's kingdom, man. All right? Esau is just playing in it, man. All right?
They call them sleeper cells, sleeper agents.
Well, that's us. Because we grew up in the world. We didn't know who we were. And the Most High woke us up in the middle of this man's kingdom. That's why Jeremiah 50 and 14 or 51 and 14, it said, I will raise up men as caterpillars in thee, in your kingdom. They'll lift up a shout against you. We were already here. You know, the Most High woke us up to condemn this man.
We went through like a spiritual resurrection. We woke up from the dead. In those dead bodies.
Yeah.
Now the Lord, through the Spirit, He gave us that breath of life. And now we can really see who our true enemies are now. Second Kings, 6th chapter, 8th verse.
Yeah, hey, the eyes of Yahweh are 10 times brighter than the sun, man. And that's why in Psalms 2 and 8, it says, why do the heathen rage and they imagine a vain thing? But then it says, Yahweh, he that sit in the heavens will laugh. Because he see, imagine you have the secret counsel and come to find out it's not so secret. Because your secret counsels are being observed by the holy ones. It's being observed by Yahweh Shai and the angels. So these not so secret counsels are being observed by the Heavenly Father, man. You know?
It's 2 Kings chapter 6, 16. And it says, and he answered, fear not. No, sorry, verse 14. 2 Kings 6 and 14. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of the Most High was risen early and going forth, behold, an host compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we go? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
They that be with us are more than they that be with them. What's he say back in the day? Squad! You know? All right.
Verse 17, and Elisha prayed and said, Lord Yahweh, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
The mountains were full of horses and chariots of fire around about Elisha, man. So, hey, Elisha had protection. You don't think we have protection? You don't think that we were protected from last Friday we were out here to this Friday? That we didn't have angels escorting us on our way to work and on our way from work to make sure that we didn't. Don't you know we're like in Emirates? We're like Emirates, man. To where you got security around you 24/7, man. If you ever walked out your house, and just happen to look up on your way to the car and it's nighttime, you see a chariot soaring across the sky. You really think that they don't understand trajectories and latitude and longitude to where they purposely did that? Don't you? You know that, right? When you walked outside, it was like, man, let me walk outside. I forgot to take the trash out. And you look up, and you just so happen to see a chariot.
It wasn't just by coincidence.
It was not by coincidence, is what I'm saying.
I got one personal experience. I think I told you about this. I was walking into a store, and there was a group of guys standing out there. And as I was walking in, the guy said, how y'all doing? And it was only me walking in. You know, and then I was walking out, and like, y'all have a good night. You know, so I knew then that, hey, the angel got to be with me. You know.
Hey, so, and we have a squad, man. So we have nothing to fear. All we gotta do is play it by the books. Right. What do I mean by that? Of course, you keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. We play it by the word. We play the wisdom route. Wise, play Yahweh Shai. Wise as a serpent, calm as a dove. Stay low key. Stay low key, man. Walk your circumstance, man. Now, in the times to come, the Most High gonna lift up their standard, but really it's like it's already here. It just haven't been lifted yet. The angels are already here. Don't you know some of us gonna be flying? Don't you know that we're gonna be trapped in the cities because of what they call the military checkpoints? And you can't just up and go to the grocery store. You don't know how brothers gonna be able to go and get food. Some brothers gonna be having their hand capability. Some brothers are, and they gonna bring food to other brothers, and we gonna post it. You know, some brothers gonna be posted in certain spots. All right, or an angel might tell you, look, it might be a mission with you and your rib. You might not be with brothers, but a man or a bitch might be like, yeah, they got something going on over there, giving away food at this time. You know, and he might just put it out there. You know, you might be in a sanctuary where it's a safe haven, and somebody might slip you an address. Go here at this time. And we gonna be all right. How the song go? We gonna be all right. Yeah.
Expect miracles.
Expect miracles.
Of course, it's gonna get shorter for men. That's why those women gonna cling to a man on the table because they don't see that protection over them, and they don't want to be protected. You know, say, hey, I got my own clothes and food. I just want to be called by your name. Let us all be. You know, ain't gonna be no bickering then. You know, about you having more than one woman.
When all hell breaks loose, social media, feminism, that's gonna be out the window.
Right.
You know, that I don't need a man to help me or whatever. I can do it all bad by myself. You're not gonna hear those type of words at that day of time. So they're gonna know the spiritual men of how about you shop very soon.
I'm gonna do some mathematics. If the scripture says the mighty man gonna be as women, how much for the women? If the mighty man gonna be as women, how are the women gonna be?
Like a child terrified of a vicious dog.
Yeah.
We have like an idea of how things gonna play out, but not the whole image. Because just like with the jab, it was like a simulation of the karate. Now, once you know,
Karago?
no.
Just say ML.
Once you know,
M-Law get here.
the shutdown, M-Law get here, it's gonna be, you know, extreme miracles happen. Cause what the scripture says, there are miracles that's not written in the book where Yahushua did. It's gonna, you know, I speak as a man when I say that it's gonna be like that. Miracles is gonna be happening. Expect miracles.
And if a brother can get Sirach 33 where it says 2 and 2 are set against each other, but you can finish your scripture if you have one.
I have the back you up when you said, the eyes of the Lord is, you know, 10 times brighter. Yeah. This is Psalms. Yeah, this is Psalms 139 verse 11. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee.
That's why your secret counsel are not so secret. It tells you in Psalm 83 that all these nations secretly came in confederacy against the hidden one. So if the Most High could write it down and record it, or have it written down and record it wasn't so secret. Why do the heathen rage and imagine the vain thing? It wasn't so secret if the Most High could say in rebuttal, as a rebuttal, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. So your enterprise to have everybody in plenty with the Bible, all right, it's not going to be successful, man. It's going to fail.
Right? This Isaiah 47:12 in NLT says, now use your magical charms. Use the spells you have worked all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you.
And that's that Elisha talk. Maybe your guys went on vacation. You know? Because your charms, because you built this society off witchcraft. Alright? Even the media, what you call TV, was 100% intended to put sorcery on people. That's why Jake is bugged out. People don't know reality. They're out of tune with reality. They have a false sense of reality. All right? Because of years and thousands of hours of being programmed. They said in order to become good at something, you have to do it 10,000 times. 10,000 hours of it. In order to master something, you have to do it for 10,000 hours. How many hours have you sat there and watched TV? From the time you're a fucking baby to the time you're 30, 40, 50, how many hours have you watched TV? So you don't think you're a fucking program? We're all fucking programmed, man. But that's why Yahushua, he struck that mental construct like lightning. And we're being reborn. We're Neo after he fucking woke up, man. All right?
That's why the scripture goes into Isaiah 60th chapter about gross darkness should cover the people. Now really these people, these peasants, these generals, they let the critical thinking of the TV do it for them. You know, when you think about something going on real within the world, they always see answer from the TV, from social media. You know? So you got a society like that, it's doomed for chaos, you know. So this says right here back in Isaiah 47 and 12, it says maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you. All the advice you receive has made you tired. And it goes to how Esau is being weary in the multitude of his counsels. Everything has been exposed now to the congregation of Jehovah by Shalom Shah. Right? It says, where are all your astrologers, those stargazers who make predictions each month?
And you watch movies like, if y'all ever seen the movie 10,000 BC, and they showed in the movie how I think the Pharaoh or he had his magicians, they looked at the stars and was like, see, something's about to happen. So in all these different kingdoms, like even in Egypt, like ancient Egypt, when we read the scriptures, he had his magi. What was the purpose of magi? To gaze at the stars. They knew this, even on the left hand, they knew that the constellations and the turning of the stars was a revelation of the times. So even the Egyptians had their science to where they could tell something was going to happen. A Messiah is going to come. This is going to happen. So you don't think they have that now? They have no warlocks. Why do you think they have TVs? That was a manifestation of an idea that came from warlocks. Like, you're going to get them the Urim and the Thummim. And you're going to enchant them with the Urim and the Thummim, man. Television.
That's called TV programming.
TV programming, man. So we're all, like you brought up the scripture, like, in her was found the souls of men. Like, we're not in our right minds. I mean, Yahweh Shai is healing us. Hey, but we're not connected to reality like that. That's why you react a certain way. You react a certain way because you listen to thousands of hours of music. The program your ass to react a certain way. You watch thousands of hours of TV. The program your ass to react a certain way. We're fucking robots, never computers.
That's proof the only thing that can unplug us from the matrix is the word.
The only thing that can unplug us from the matrix is being immersed in the word, man. He that separated himself, seeking an intermelody with all things, man. We're fucked up. That's why do you think you have woman problems? And you have this problem and that? Because you're disconnected from reality. So now we gotta learn women all over again. You gotta learn this all over again. All right?
Yeah, for Esau, for the scriptures, to call him to be wiser than Daniel, he has to have some type of information to that love and enchantments. You know, about enchantment or going to the constellations, things of that sort. Why does it say in Revelation 12:12 the devil knowing they got one short time? How? Because he sees what's happening within current prophecies, man. That's right. You know?
How can you go from being the basis of men to being wiser than Daniel? What book did you open? That boy take with like the brother preached the gospel say. But Alistair Crowley went to Egypt. America came up. When Alistair Crowley went into Egypt, man, that's when America started having these innovation and stuff, man. That nigga went into Egypt.
And you tap into them guys of hell.
The guys of hell, man, it's the source. It's the source of your source.
It is. It's so much.
Because it's real. It's real, man. We got niggas that can fly. Over there in Africa.
Yeah,
Parts of Haiti.
Yeah, levitating and stuff.
Levitating, flying up in the air. Poor as hell. Poor as shit. But they can fly, man.
Alright. This is Numbers 3 and 12. And I, behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel instead of all the firstborns that opened the matrix among the children of Israel. Therefore, the Levites shall be mine.
Which the Levites belong to Yahweh Shema Shai. Alright, those are his men. Levites are responsible for the law and teaching the law. Like when you had Cush coming to our land as the Samaritans, and they were going off, and the Most High sent them down lions. Judge they ass, they won't follow the laws of the land. Then what did the Most High do? Send those priests to cultivate them in the laws, man. So the Levites are very instrumental in putting people on the laws. All right.
Even by men and women, man.
Yeah, that was just going into what you were saying about the law and the matrix. You know, Most High. There's different scriptures where the Most High said, you know, when we speak of the firstborn, which, you know, firstborn, the 144 is the firstborn, you know, with Yahweh Shai. The first fruit, you know, he's saying that all those are his, and when they come into the matrix, like we said earlier, when we was those dry bones and now we're walking. You know, we plugged into the matrix. We unplugged from the matrix. You know, we're in the matrix in the Most High. You know, we follow his law.
Yeah, because the word mother products. I think it goes into water or matrix. Because matrix is like the source.
Yeah, Matrix is also the womb.
It's a womb. Yeah, the womb. So, but in this context, in Babylonian context, the matrix is a false reality.
Yep.
So this particular definition that we're getting into here is a false reality, man. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 25, verse 8.
This brother can eat the good priest. You know, he got an
So like Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Why do you think we out here, man? Because the Most High has upon us this false reality, man. And now we see through a glass ceiling. We see through the darkness. We got that oil behind our lenses like an owl that allows us to be illuminated at nighttime. The eyesight, that's why we say the so-called blacks are Judah. The so-called Hispanics are the northern kingdom, right? That's why we say we're the Israelites. All right, the so-called white man is Esau. We see through the we know you the sons of Cain. We know you that fugitive, that outcast, that long, stringly, dog hair, no melanin. We know baggy, but we know who you are. But then again, we know who you are.
Through this testimony of the House through the Spirit, we're breaking those strongholds. Those different barriers was in our mind, like it's still in our mind for just centuries. We got to think about this type of weaponized warfare on us. We've been going back from generation to generation, just passed down to us. You know. So now that the Spirit within these latter times, we're breaking down those strongholds, man. That's how you know we're at the end of this movie, man. You see everything like this being exposed to the forefront, you know we're at the end. Esau's being exposed now, so now by him being naked like that, he's gonna react off his lower nature. He's gonna come down as a revelation as a man sparing none. He's gonna tap into that spirit.
That means women finna go, little ones finna go, elders finna go. They finna start speaking.
This nigga, he's a sore loser by default.
And what a sore loser gonna start doing? You saw Ice Cube in Players Club? He just start shooting here and there. Yeah.
I can just say, like, remember, like back in the day, you used to play ball with Jake. You know, when they can't win and get their way on the court or whatever, they'll take the ball with them.
Yeah.
That's how he saw it.
Go ahead, bro. You got it. I was rocking Jake back then, and what was popping, and people on the side was like, Jake be doing the most, like, oh shit, and Jake got mad. Jake wanted to fight me. I'm in the middle of a fight. It's a fucking Jake, man. But, I'm just saying that Jake's been a loser, man. That's the point I was making. I lost that touch.
It made me think about, y'all remember the guy that jumped the table and went after the judge?
Yep. Oh yeah.
That in a sense that's Esau. And he's gonna jump the table and come after the judge. Who's the judge right now? We're speaking for the judge. So the judge is gonna have to come and stand up for us. Because he's much stronger and much powerful. Esau is. We can't fight him with all his weapons. But that's when y'all were talking, that comes to mind.
Yeah, well, that's the thing now. They want to kill the messenger.
Right.
Because you can't physically reach the Heavenly Father, but you can get the closest thing to him, which is his people.
And that's the law of the land. That's the law of the 10 kingdoms.
You
saw 300. Really, Leonidas is going off. Because the dude was like, first of all, the dude was like, let your woman speak. And he was like, hey man, what are you doing? You're not supposed to. Yeah, he was right. Yeah. But that's the point, man.
Well, he pretty much saying like, blasphemy. You can't do this to the messenger.
Yeah.
Because the messenger is an extension of the kingdom.
Right.
So how much more us as the sincere prophets of Yahweh Bashar Shah, we an extension of him.
That's right.
So you touch us, you touch the apple of his eye.
That's right.
So you're offending his little ones at the end of the day.
That's right.
I was looking for another one too, and I'm not sure if it's in Peter or what book that says how, the Lord, he preached to the spirits in prison, which I was speaking about how, the Lord, he broke the strongholds in our minds. All right, but back in Isaiah 25 and 7, reading again, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Yeah, and that's the different constructs, strongholds, false realities, how we perceived ourselves, man. At one point in your life when you was young, you might have thought it was cursed to have a dark skin. All right, at one point in your life, as a woman, you might have thought it was a curse to have woolly hair. As a man, you might have thought it was a curse to have woolly hair. I remember when I was 12, 13, we had S-girls, man. Chemical and shit. You know, y'all, our mamas thought that was cute, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. But I know who you are is enough, man. That's something you gotta learn as an Israelite man and as an Israelite woman. Who you are is enough.
You got a little experiment. You got the Israelite girl pointing to the little dolls.
Little cracker baby doll.
Which one's beautiful, which one's ugly. You know, little test.
And can't no PhD heal you from that. Because you got a certain segment of Eve. They make an effort to heal their grievous wound with them damn degrees. But Eve, if you get around some of those Eve, they insecure as fuck. They hate themselves. And they can't get their weight down. Alright? They insecure as fuck because you know why? And they look like the opposite of the standard of beauty here. And they pray to a Messiah that doesn't look like them. They may not have their dad in their life. All right, they may have grown up in a struggle, so they overcompensate with them damn degrees, man. And then, go ahead.
Now, so they sacrifice their womanhood for their so-called career.
For a career, just to have a little money.
By the time they make it to their so-called career, they done hit the wall by then. Nobody's checking out for them.
Because by the time you're 35, that's like a risk as a woman. Like I said, the Most High set it up to where you got married at 12, man. I said shit again, man. I said it, hey, man. We don't give a, we're not looking at no fucking 12-year-old. But we know why the Most High made your ass hit puberty at 12. You're supposed to be somebody's wife by the time you're 12, so you're gonna be a fucking hoe. See, we'll say things like you got married at 12, right? But what's the solution to all this fucking whoredom? These chicks 16 and fucking, 13 and fucking, 15 and fucking.
And getting pregnant.
Getting pregnant. Security guard in high school fucking. Dudes in the high school fucking. Coaches in the high school fucking. But as long as your daughter on birth control, you don't fuck. You with your ratchet ass city, your ratchet ass hood. Don't you understand that we don't need another nigga's power structure to govern us? Don't you understand the Most High gave us laws to self-govern? The Most High gave us laws. Don't you know that those laws about the woman reaching her flowers was to keep her from being a little whore and to keep your name from being shamed as a man? Because your daughter got one-ton eyes and shoot fast. She can't control herself. And now she got you in the city looking bad.
Go ahead, bro. Like I was just gonna say, that's why the man was harder. And the scriptures say, be harder on your daughter than the son, because just what you're saying, so she won't have those one-ton eyes.
Yeah, because look, man. GNT, Sirac 41 real quick, just so people don't think I'm capping. I'm capping, man.
Like you said earlier, bro, like everything within our culture is still around pureness from the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So that was a particular reason when a young Israelite woman hit her flower, her age, so she'd be with a man at that time.
And there was no DNA test, my nigga. Don't you know 30 to 40% of married men who get DNA tests are not the father? So we don't even know the reality of women or how primitive they really are. But when you got married with sexual marriage, when y'all had that festival and you went into that tent and you had sex with that woman, you had sex with her on a certain rag, certain towel, that clean white cloth to show the blood of her virginity.
It is a token of her virginity.
Because if she was a damn virgin, she couldn't have been with another man before you. So it was proof that, look, this product is clean. I offered you, my daughter, a clean, new product, new car smell and all. All right, but that wasn't because the Most High nasty or the old men in Israel, some old perverts. All right, no, this was to keep purity and cleanliness and structure and order in Israel.
Preserve order.
Yeah, prevent order, man. I had an elder lady at my job. She told me when her grandparents were 15 years old, they had sex. The girl got pregnant. Guess what their grandparents did? Oh, you got her pregnant? That's your wife now! You got pregnant! That's your wife now!
And it's something too, bro, because it feels like when you hear in today's time, Jacob called it shackle. But that was really marriage, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Only Jake used that terminology too.
Yeah, because the other nations get it. Even Esau, Edom get it. But it's Jake, man.
It's called common law.
That's it.
But this how fuck up Jake is. Jake call that shacking, but they ain't got no word for premarital sex. Like, you can do all the fucking you want, but if you move into a house together, now y'all going off. Like, do you know how high rent is for two people on two separate apartments? Might as well shack and cut the rent in half. Jake so halfway with that shit, man. And Jake full of adultery. And Jake used that bullshit for adultery too. Cause Eve nasty ass be like, I'm single to marry. But Jake would be like, well, she ain't got no ring on her hand. You see this whole dude talking to her. They get out the car together. They go into the same apartment. She ain't married. That's why I say you have an excuse for your wickedness, man. All right, go ahead, man.
That was in it. Did you find that? About the time you read it, wrote down.
It's 1 Peter 3, starting at verse 18. So it says, for Yahushua also have once suffered sins, but just for the unjust, that he might bring us to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison.
Because we're fucking in prison.
Yeah.
We're in a mental, this is prison. And we were in prison, but now we're being reformed. You know? And you went into a beautiful live stream the other day, going into how we can heal. Because the truth is, we woke up from this matrix, but we still have to go on your journey to heal. We got traumas. That shit we went through in middle school, them toxic ass environments, that ratchet ass shit, high school, the hoods we grew up in, the females we dealt with, the things we watched on TV, the things we watched on the internet, the things we did not have that we were supposed to have as children. That fucked us up.
PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome, they bring up.
Don't you know we're in a fucking box for 400 years? Like, nigga, we never left America. We never left the country that enslaved us. So all we know is the country that enslaved us. All we know is the country that said you're second class unless you live like us, unless you look like us. Eve be acting like she's free. No, Eve, you're a prisoner. Eve a prisoner.
We feel so man.
This is nobody but them. Legally, but nobody, when they ended slavery, nobody mentally restored us. When they ended the institution of slavery, nobody said, okay, look, that's not the Messiah. The Edomite, oh yeah, by the way, we're Edomites. Actually, you're the chosen. And actually, your woman is not just a piece of ass. And actually, you're just not some strong nigga that's good for working for us. Nobody reversed that shit. They just freed us, and our mind was all fucked up. When you held hostage, or even when you come back from war, you gotta go through counseling and therapy and shit. The VA Center, Woodrow Wilson, veterans from the Persian Gulf still gotta go there and get counseling, therapy, medication, all that shit. So how much more 400 years of this shit? And you're still fucked up. Your mama fucked up, your daddy fucked up, your grandparents fucked up.
Hey, show, bro, like with this truth, like this how they rehab again.
Yeah.
You know, like the Lord take us to spiritual rehab, man.
And it started with the apostles of Great Millstone. Because we always had the word. We didn't know who was reading.
Exactly.
I think we probably read, I know I speak for myself, I might have read, what, Noah? Like, you grew up in Sunday school, but that's where you go to hate yourself. Christianity is where you go to hate yourself. Because you worship some cracker.
This is Edomite supremacy.
It's Edomite supremacy. And it reinforces Edomite supremacy because they're condescending to you. They're taking your little ass from the hood and they're showing you love from an Edomite people and showing you the Bible.
Hey, you know, we grew up in South Jackson. You go down, I want to say it's Raymond Road, but before you turn down Belvedere, they got that one church where you got Edomites on the corner talking about hump for Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
And pretty much, you know, you got Jake coming through there. You know, I'm saying, like, we sick.
Like we call them Mormons.
Yeah.
That's their pilgrim shit.
Con.
That's their colonizer shit. Talk to the locals and bring them your white supremacy.
They down here tough too.
They down here tough, man.
But you know, the therapy side of that, bro, we gotta endure what we're doing to the end because Yahweh is gonna be our savior. You know, so until he show up, you know, we gotta
Until he show what healing in his wound.
Right. That's it.
you know, we gotta continue that therapy, you know.
We gotta go through it. Right. And we gotta go through the therapy every day.
Right.
Because I will see your cover.
Right.
See, we know how fucked up we are. 2/3 of our people don't even know how fucked up they are. You know why? If you look at the 2/3, even if they're not like bad behavior, so to speak, they always smoking, they always drinking, they always absorbing some sport or entertainment. They always doing something to get them because it says what to do running. Thou shalt grope in the noonday. Groping means you're looking for something. So why are you reaching for something in noonday? You should be able to see it in noonday. That means you're looking for a way out. Even when I drive out work, I play the music loud. Because you gotta de-stress. But you chasing women, not because your libido so fucking high. Nigga, you frustrated, you oppressed. The poorest niggas make the most babies because you oppressed.
Jake pretty much like in a maze.
Yeah, you're in a maze. And it's an engineered maze. You created this maze to destroy your ass. Them liquor stores, them what they call them Jew man, well, you're the Jew man.
Right.
But the Israelite stores,
right.
Them Black and Miles and them cigarettes and them nine ladies and them pig feet. That's an engineered maze for your ass, man. It's a trap. Hey, the movie The Girl with All the Gifts. Watch that movie, The Girl with All the Gifts. At the end of the movie, they had Jake, right? And the monsters, the aliens, whatever they were, they trapped Jake inside the store. You know what they said? They trapped him with his own lust. They said something to the fact that alluded to Jake and the girl. And when you saw it in the way they said it, you knew that was about Jake and the girl. They trapped you with his own lust. They put you in the neighborhood with pussy, some pussy, money, weed, liquor stores, drugs, churches, drugs. They trap you. Why in every city it's the same thing? It just so happens to exist. You have some opposing, in every city it's a gang and an opposing gang, and they're both Israelites. It's cheap ass liquor stores. It's low quality food. Abandoned houses. It's like a fucking franchise. It's a 28 Deuteronomy 28 starter kit in every fucking city. But then they had a stacks like it's some big event that is generate the same outcome. Yeah, it's gonna generate the same outcome because you gave them the same tools to destroy themselves in every city. You know?
Right. It's Jeremiah 30:17 NLT. I will give you back your health and heal your wounds, said the Lord Yahweh. For you are called an outcast, Jerusalem for whom no one cares.
You know what that does to us? I noticed that we've been affected on the subconscious level. When you wake up and watch the news and see yourself as a criminal, that has to affect us on the subconscious level. When all the people that run the world don't look like you, that has to, when you were in school, and every page you turned with some fucking cracker, that had to affect you because you in that barely saying, I'm inferior. If the God you praying to don't look like you, that has to affect you. That's why even the tennis sister, I think it was Serena, she looked like a fucking clown. Lil' Kim looked like a fucking clown. All these niggas, all these Israelites look like fucking clowns. Your niggas look like fucking clowns. Your self-esteem shot. Esau doesn't have to project to the world that he has money. Ishmael doesn't have to project to the world he has money. Why your ass gotta wear your fucking bank account on your body, nigga?
It's going back like you said, like the school, days like Jake, especially like they growing up in like middle school, high school, whatever. When they go through, they see the so-called history of white faces and how they present to us these so-called heroes. That's why Jake fell. They just drop out. They feel like, man, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Why am I here for it?
And it's crazy, like back in the day, which you got a lot of Jay that did fairly well in school, so to speak. But then you got some Jay that naturally didn't pay attention. And, sometimes like you may have looked at them crazy, but then like now you get it. Like, you see why, because like really it was never for us.
Yeah, it's a fucking prison. These schools are prisons, man. That's a fucking prison.
With the kids today, they don't ask questions. Back then I was asking questions because I could see all these other nations' history going back in the history book. And I'm like, well, why does blacks only go back to Africa? They can't tell us no more than just Africa. We just go back to Africa. We don't have no other history than Africa roots and Timbuktu.
Yeah, did you see that picture in the history book? There's like a picture of Jeff dressed as a fucking pharaoh. Like Jeff that runs your engineering section at your job. Or Edomite. The fucking pharaoh fucking crown. Fuck out of here, man. Last right here, over there.
Well, it says Jeremiah 30:17 NLT again. I will give you back your health and heal your wounds, said the Lord Yahweh. For you are called an outcast, Jerusalem, for whom no one cares. Zephaniah goes to about nation not desired. Verse 18. This is what the Lord Yahweh says: when I bring Israel home again from captivity and restore their fortunes, Jerusalem will be rebuilt on its ruins, and the palace reconstructed as before.
So, hey, the Most High, but it's gonna start with the people before the place. So, man, just imagine this at all times knowing who you are, remembering who you are, feeling confident, confidence on 1,000. Most I give you your spirit back. He put your, hey, like T.I. said in his old album. He was like, my man, T.I. religion, he took this, and he was like, I want my soul back. Yeah, T.I. said that, Throwback Tip said that. I want my soul back. Yeah, we want our soul back, man.
And then you see the other nations like fully acknowledge it.
Yeah.
You know, like that's gonna be the kicker too. You know, we see it, but then they forced to see it.
Yeah.
You know,
They're gonna see our value.
Like you said, just like you said, like it starts with the people before a place. This house of David, those ruins being built back up again. You know,
Brothers and sisters waking up.
But you know, the beauty is on this side, being around Edomites and knowing who you are, and you know, showing your majestic, you know, image, you know,
stepping back into our masculinity.
Right.
and they seeing it now. They, you know, they giving you that respect because you know I work around, even though I work online, but I work around a lot of Edomites. So when they see me on camera, see this line, how I carry myself, you know, it's a lot of respect.
With the alpha males of the planets. The animal kingdom is a reflection of our kingdom. With the lions of the human species. Alright, but hey, that we want to give all honey word to.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hakadash.
That's right, other apostles and other Christians of great millstone well. Peace and blessings out the world so the house of the elect. Baba.
Shalom.
Shalom. You'll see you, brother.